the boss. I go the dengue, I go the boss. Then go back and do it. As you can see, I'm just beginning, and I trouble nobody, so make nobody bother me. Yeah. As you see me, now God they fight for me. Nobody touching me, can't stop my destiny. Waiting I do. Yeah, be your daily news. Been a long time and I paid my dues. I'm premium now, so I pick and choose. Nita Faji, one more be more bad boy takes, I know about
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
It's Abu Dhabi for Arsenal. Oh, almost an own goal, and Adebayor scores! 21 minutes into his Arsenal debut.
Lundberg, and Adebayor comes in, and it's so easy, it's 2-0. And Arsenal have just got hold of this game.
Here's Adebayor, he's got in behind them. What were Charlton's defenders thinking of? Henry is through. Sorensen makes half a block. Henry, and away off the line. And against the bar, and definitely in this time.
Lucky there, and a 1-2 off a Manchester United player for Adebayor. Goal! Arsenal!
It's Fabregas, and here's Henry, and there's no offside, and he slides it in front of Adebayor. Flamini delivers a corner in towards Adebayor, and the Togo international has headed this youthful Arsenal team ahead.
In 2010, Adebayor and his national team were involved.
With that, we welcome you to Extra Time this evening. Good evening. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Young Striker 9. Yeah, you got that about Emmanuel Adebayor. Some of the goals that he scored, not only for Arsenal, he also scored for Tottenham, Manchester City. Talk of clubs, also in Turkey, also for the Togolese national team. But this man has announced his retirement from football at the age of 39. He confirmed this today. This will also be part of our discussion on the show this evening. If you're listening to us, you can also watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM, same as our YouTube channel. So this evening, let us know your that memory of Emmanuel Adebayor you have. So tell us what's your most memorable Emmanuel Adebayor moment, maybe being an Arsenal player or Manchester City player or Tottenham player or Real Madrid player. Talk of Monaco, talk of the Togolese national team. Let us get your take this evening. Remember, we are live on Facebook. Let us get your take. Jump on the Facebook. Let us know. Talk to us. We also have that post on that platform. Okay, so but let's quickly look at what is happening in the national team of the Super Eagles. What does the camp look like? Who's in and who's yet to jump into the squad? Not so good news for the Norwegian national team, as one man had to pull out from the team. Remember, Marcus Rashford had to pull out from the Three Lions of England squad ahead of their double game qualifiers. Okay, 2 hours ago, we got the update that Samuel Chukwueze and Kelechi Iheanacho have landed in the Super Eagles squad. According to the update on the Super Eagles Twitter handle at NG Super Eagles update, Chukwueze and Iheanacho have done show. 21 players in camp now. A quick rundown of players in the camp. Kevin Apoguma, Joe Aribo, Demola Lukman, Alex Iwobi, Shemi Ajayi, Enya Gboso, Francis Uzor, Wilfred Ndidi, Bameyi, Kenneth Emerio, Onyeka, Moses Simon, Paulo Nuacho, Osai Samuel, Musa Murphy, Sochima, Kevin Bassi, Onyemache, Chukwueze, Iheanacho. Well, remember, according to reports we got, is that the wizard in Italy, a Nigerian-born Victor Osimhen, is in Nigeria. And the update we got on his social media handle was the endorsement deal is signed in Lagos today. I won't want to mention the name of that brand until they come sponsor Extra Time. So congratulations to Victor Osimhen. Well, remember this team will be playing against the Guinea-Bissau for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying double header. Okay, now moving away from that, one man has pulled out from the national team due to injury, not the Super Eagles national team, but from the Norwegian national team due to injury. And well, is this man who has become the Damu Adugbo in England.
They're not getting it away. Cancelo, Haaland! He's done it! One chance, one goal. What a finish!
He doesn't even look that happy about it, does he? Just a wry smile.
Scored plenty of goals in the UEFA Champions League, right? And he kept scoring also in the Premier League for Manchester City. That is Erling Haaland. He will return to Manchester City for a follow-up check on his groin injury after pulling out of Norway's squad for the first two Euro 2024 qualifying fixtures. The superstar striker scored a hat-trick as City beat Burnley 6-0 in the FA Cup quarterfinals at the weekend, which followed a 5-goal haul and a 7-0 Champions League drubbing of RB Leipzig. Remember, Haaland joined up with his Norway teammate as they prepare to face Spain and Georgia, but will not play in of those fixtures. Okay, now moving ahead this evening, former Chelsea, Leeds and Atletico Madrid striker Jimmy Floyd Asabiang has joined Gary Southgate and the England's coaching staff ahead of the March internationals. Asabiang replaces Chris Powell, who came to the end of his agreed cycle after the World Cup and whose contract expired. The former forward was pictured with Southgate as the England squad met up for their European Championship qualifiers against Italy and Ukraine this week. The former forward was pictured and looking at what he has been able to do with Southgate as the England squad, prepare for Italy and Ukraine. He has won 23 caps for the Netherlands and scored 9 international goals. Has been out of work since resigning as Bolton Albion manager last September. His two spells as Bolton boss mean he is well acquainted with England's base at St George's Park, which is where the League One club train, just a few miles from Bolton upon Trent. Now, talking about managerial positions, right? But one man got fired today, not in England, but in Spain. That is Jorge Sampaoli. But let's go on a break, and when we return, we talk about Jorge Sampaoli, and we'll also look at Emmanuel Adebayo and Focus. Do not go anywhere. It is Extra Time live on your Remedy Radio Dial Solutions at 939 FM.
Why am I closing my eyes? What do you want to do? I don't know about you. What do you want to do? I don't know about you. Too late, my too late. follower, my lord Chinedu. Look, what to you, Motimaza, boom of a colleague, nobody raro. You will need to push it to the Marao, Barao, come down to Bacalo, easy, Bacalo, Vivo, Baba, Vivo, Zigalo, Vivo, do any move. Take it though, eyes closed. You're dancing, you are dancing. I'm moving.
Okay, well, give me a shot with that, Yeza. Okay, well, with that, still extra time live here on Remedy Radio Down Solutions 939 FM. Well, it is not only about football, but we also serve you some great tunes this evening to also make your drive time awesome. Well, this is extra time. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Youngster 9. Let's go straight and talk about Jacques Sampaoli, who was fired by Sevilla after a poor run of form left them just 2 points above the relegation zone in La Liga. A 2-0 defeat at fellow strugglers Getafe on Sunday proved the final straw for Sampaoli, who had only returned for his second spell in charge in October. Sevilla have won just twice in their past 7 La Liga matches, losing 4 games in that run. Now, the club said they plan to appoint a new coach later on today to be in charge in time to take an early evening training session. Former Real Valladolid and Eibar boss Jose Luis Mendilibar has been strongly linked with the job, according to statement today. Now, let's talk about one man who got hired this morning in England. Roy Hodgson got reappointed by Crystal Palace as the manager until the end of the season. He's coming on board after Patrick Vieira got fired. He got fired following their run of 12 games without victory. Remember, Arsenal bashed Crystal Palace, right? But now, moving away from that, let us also look at another update here. And, talking about Ramadan. Match officials across the leagues have been asked to allow players to break their fast during evening matches over the holy period of Ramadan. Many of the country's best footballers, including Liverpool's Mo Salah, Manchester City's Riyad Mahrez, and Chelsea's N'Golo Kante, are expected to fast this month and will abstain from eating or drinking during daylight hours during an important period of self-reflection for Muslims. They will need to break their fast once the sun has set, and this will affect a number of players taking part in evening matches across the divisions over the next month. Match officials have now been issued the guidance from refereeing bodies to allow for a natural pause in play and enable players to break their fast by taking on liquids or energy gels or supplement. They've also been encouraged ahead of the kickoff to try and identify any player who may need to break the fast during the game, and where possible to agree a rough time for this to happen. That's the updates coming from that end. But hey, let's just quickly take a rundown of games going down for the Africa Cup of Nations tomorrow, Wednesday. Benin Republic will be up against Rwanda by 4 o'clock, while Sierra Leone will take on Sao Tome and Principe. Let's talk about the Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations qualification games, 4 o'clock in Abuja. Nigeria's Under-23 national team will take on Guinea Under-23 national team, while Sudan will be the guest of Niger Republic. Egypt will take on Zambia. Senegal will be up against Mali. All right, now let's talk about the man who has been known with the Togolese national team. And, he made that announcement today saying that he's retiring from football at the age of 39. Is none other than Emmanuel Adebayo. The ex-Togo international also had spells with Real Madrid, Tottenham and Crystal Palace during a professional career that started in 2001 with Met. Adebayo departed Met for Monaco in 2003, and it was there where he caught the eye of legendary Gunners boss Arsene Wenger, who brought him to the Premier League in January 2006. Remember, share that experience with us. Jump on our Facebook fan page. Talk about your most memorable Emmanuel Adebayor moment. But hey, a lot of people will never forget what happened to Emmanuel Adebayor when he was with the Togolese national team. They had to pull out of an event, of a tournament, after the team got attacked. But here is a documentary, the day Emmanuel Adebayor and his teammates survived a gunfight, packaged by MyGo. Do not go anywhere, still extra time.
In 2010, Adebayor and his national team were involved in a real tragedy. Adebayor survived a gun battle that could have taken his life.
I got the press officer in my hand to his last respiration, and he passed away in my hand. So you can imagine it's very difficult.
A horrific incident marred what should have been an exciting moment for the Togo team. A group of gunmen attacked the Togo team bus, and the scene was pure chaos. 3 people died in the end, including the Angolan driver, and 2 of the Togo team players were shot. One lost a lot of blood, but luckily, both survived. Why would someone attack this team? A gang in Angola used machine guns to attack the bus. The gang was a separatist group, and Togo's team passed through this territory by bus. Later, CAF officials stated that all teams were asked to fly to the location in Angola. All this happened just 1 day before the tournament was set to start. It left everyone on edge and unsure if Togo should continue to take part in the tournament. The event clearly shook the entire team. Even the country's supporters were in total shock.
J'arrive pas à imaginer que ça puisse se passer, quoi. Voilà. Donc du coup, effectivement, j'ai pas été choqué parce que pour moi, c'est encore de la fiction. Je suis encore dans la fiction là.
When interviewed, Adebayor said the team's participation in the tournament was in complete doubt. Most of the players want to go back to their family. No one can sleep after what they've seen today. They've seen one of their teammates have a bullet in his body, who is crying, who is losing consciousness and everything. Many of Togo's players gave statements to the media saying they should pull out of the tournament. They met to decide what to do next.
The next for us at the moment is all our concentration is on the funerals and everything. We'll wait and see what will happen. We just have to do our ceremony and everything. And after that, we'll see what we're going to do.
The team eventually decided to pull out. One might think they'd been punished enough by the ambush. But the Confederation of African Football later banned them from the next 2 AFCON tournaments. How disgraceful! The CAF said the suspension was due to governmental interference in the decision. Adebayor briefly retired from international football after the incident, but he made a comeback soon after. Adebayor is Togo's greatest ever player. He led Togo to their first and only appearance in a World Cup and has had a storied career. From France to the Premier League to Real Madrid, Adebayor has had quite the dramatic life. In his early years, he struggled to walk. He tells a story about how his mother took him all over Africa looking for a cure. And finally, he took his first steps when chasing a football. Later, he became one of the world's most feared strikers with Arsenal before he left them for Man City. He angered many Arsenal fans after an incident with Robin van Persie and a goal celebration where he taunted the Arsenal faithful. As a professional, Adebayor spoken deeply about his many family troubles, including how his family used him for the money he made as a professional footballer. The bus attack was one of the major episodes for a man who has lived through so much.
Fabregas tees it up. Robinson comes, misses it. Adebayor, 1-1. Adebayor, brilliant. Fabregas over the top to Eduardo or Adebayor. It's Adebayor around Bywater. It's 2, and he has 2 again this week. To Adebayor, great chest trap. Adebayor on a hat trick and gets it. And that was Sonko, one of those coming to meet him. It's Adebayor, puts on a bit of a gallop. He's got support on the outside. It's back in here to Fabregas. It's Adebayor. He's got found its way to Sanya. Adebayor in the middle. Good header, great goal. Adebayor is unmarked in the middle.
Fabregas. And Adebayor. Arsenal have clicked into gear.
Okay, so that was that documentary concerning Emmanuel Adebayor and that attack the team also faced going for the 2010 Africa Cup of Nations in Angola. Well, let's just still talk about Emmanuel Adebayor. Well, last year, was it last year? Yes, a few months back, he spoke about how Arsenal fans will never and have never learned how to forgive their ex-players. Remember, a lot of Arsenal fans, came out with their anger concerning Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang when he left the team, right? At a point in time, he was even frozen out of the team, right? So, and Emmanuel Adebayor said Arsenal fans never know how to forgive players. Okay, but here is the interview.
Since the first problem that happened with Arsenal, I know he's definitely going to go through a lot, because that's Arsenal for you. You can do whatever you do. They never learn, or they never knew how to forgive. So I knew he went through a lot. But he's a strong player. He's a good player. He's a fantastic player. I wish him all the best, and I sent him a message already. So we just want him to bounce back, because either we like it or not, he's an African brother, and we want him to keep representing Africa the way he was doing it before the problem.
Do you think there's a way back for him?
In Arsenal, I don't think so. I don't think so. This is what I knew, because it actually happened to me also. Not the same way, but in Arsenal, way back, I would be surprised. But, as I'm telling you, he's a great player, so let's see how he ends up.
Okay, Emmanuel Adebayor talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the reactions of Arsenal fans about this man. But remember, Emmanuel Adebayor remains the top scorer for the Togolese national team, scoring 32 goals. Okay, well, let's just quickly check some messages out. People talking about their most memorable Emmanuel Adebayor moments. From me, Adesoya, all the way from Ibadan, saying that celebration of Emmanuel Adebayor when he scored against Arsenal while playing for Manchester City. Well, Illuminator saying that, well, that was when he played for Monaco, and that day he scored. Well, he also felt like he was a Nigerian, like Emmanuel Adebayor was a Nigerian. Well, we'll still do our research. Some said yes, because he has Nigerian family. He even speaks Yoruba. And there was a video I saw where he himself and Portable, were doing something like, all right. Okay, well, let's go on a break. This is Bella Shmurda at Again Genti. And when we return, we'll look at other stories and we'll say our B1A still extra time live on Solutions 939 FM.
Olodoni ko mo we o san le ko ka we mo wa se lo mo we boni bella show ma she lala sasia ma jago amoni ma sharia ma shakiti bobo walila ma shishe ma rege sha mi sha lala sasia aya mundani make I know the best for make my mouth to pip pip anything I buy for two aya mundani come on look over me make the eyes no see me. So the thing just the pepper, but we mean that we take care. I say no tipa, no take care. You know, I know. Party after party, Monjay ni no apate. On my yes, start the money. Hello, hello. Money pay me usule, money pay me okawe. On my head rally, I'm undone. Make I know the best for food. Look my mouth to pimp. Anything I buy for two. Come on, look over me. May the eyes no see me. May the eyes no touch me. Lola Satira, my jago, money, my dabia, my lower, my dabia, my shakiti baba, my fatty, Lola Satira, Mundani. Make I know the best for food. If I'm out to pimp. Anything I buy for two. I'm Mundani. Come on, look over me. May the
Okay, so that was Balash Murder, brand new one from him, our gang team. Well, a lot of people may be dancing to that song, right? But I know some Arsenal fans will not be dancing right now because it is about Tomiyasu. And reports coming in from Arsenal says that Arsenal defender Takehiro Tomiyasu will miss the rest of the season after undergoing successful knee surgery. The Japan international lasted just 9 minutes of Thursday's Europa League defeat to Sporting Lisbon at the Emirates Stadium before being replaced by Ben White. The team also got pounded out of the Europa League, playing 1-0 draw and the game going into a penalty shootout. Okay, so we'll also say congratulations to Kylian Mbappe, being the captain of the French national team. But Antoine Griezmann, who's a teammate, is said to be questioning the international future, his international future after being snubbed for the France captaincy by Didier Deschamps. Kylian Mbappe has been picked to succeed Tottenham's Hugo Lloris after the goalkeeper announced he was retiring from international duty after December's World Cup final defeat by Argentina. Should we be expecting more trouble in the French national team? That should be another thing we have to, at the point in time it was Valbuena, Karim Benzema, but now, well, let's wait and see and wish the teams all the best. Well, shout out to Imafo Jepita saying good evening in the studio, well done. Aziz Stari Adekunle Adewumi saying great work. Aziz saying listening from Benin City, Edo State. Wow, I would have loved to play Winchy Winchy remix, but don't worry, don't let us do that. This is, Femi Gutude saying well done. This is Over the Moody Amapiano version from Dr. Seed. My name is Oladapo. I'll be back tomorrow morning on Kiko Sports Show with Favor Lawrence at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like what I say, keep doing sports and stay safe.
Tonight, somewhere I can dance slow.